That is, one individual divides into many individuals. That is, here the one individual divides into many individuals, and it is also found in case of the protozoans like amoeba, paramecium, amoeba, especially in case of the amoeba, where it takes place in the especially in the unfavorable condition. But in case of that is Plasmodium vivax, it occurs, this type of division by multiple fission takes place in favorable condition. Then in multiple fission, in case of the amoeba, it is two types. One is encystment condition, another is sporulation. That is, one is encystment and another is the sporulation. In encystment condition, that is the cyst wall occurs, that is 3-layer cyst wall occurs over its total whole body, or that is on the whole body. But in case of the sporulation, that is the cyst wall is formed, that is around the daughter individual. Where that is the one individual produces about 500 to 600, that is daughter amoeba, and here it is about only 200. So anyway, this type of, that is the division multiple fission, where one individual divides into many individuals, and this takes place in unfavorable condition, especially in case of the protozoans like amoeba. Then after you come to the, that is the one is the binary fission, another is the multiple fission, and the third one is called as the budding. That first of all you come to the bud. What is bud? Bud is a reproductive unit which appears. Bud is nothing but a reproductive unit which appears as an outgrowth on the body. That is like this. This is called as the bud. And this is called as the hydra. And the hydra having a projection, and that projection is called as the bud. So what is the bud? Bud is nothing but a reproductive unit which appears as an outgrowth over the body, that is called as the bud. And what is the meaning of a budding? Budding means that is the process by which the bud converts into that is the individual, that is a new individual, that is called as the budding. So the budding mainly found in the lower grade of animals, where that is the tissue organization is not so well developed. Differentiation of tissue organization is not so well developed, or not differentiated tissue. And it is mainly of two types. One is exogenous bud, another is the endogenous bud. In case of exogenous bud, the bud appears on outer surface of the body, and it separates from the body after its full growth. जत पर्यंत सेटा फुल ग्रोथ है नथिबो से तार पेरेंट बॉडी को तो सेपरेट हबो नाही. So this is called as the exogenous budding, and it is found in case of the hydra. In the endogenous budding, that is the bud is formed inside the body. The bud is forming inside the body, and in a special chamber that is called as the broad chamber. In case of the sponges, that is the bud which are formed inside the body, which are otherwise called as the gammules. And that gammules, in case of the endogenous budding, the buds are separating from the parent body before they are matured. So these are the main difference between exogenous and the endogenous. In exogenous budding, the buds are separating from the parent body after their maturation, after the formation of full structure. But in case of the endogenous, that is the buds are separating from the parent body, that is before they are forming full structure, or they are forming full structure. This is called as the budding, and budding is generally occurring in the lower grade of animals where that is the no differentiation of tissue organization, like the Hydra, planaria, not planaria, that is the Hydra, sponges, and that is in case of the plant it is the bacteria. So budding is a common process. Then another is come to the fragmentation. Another you come to the, that is the fragmentation. Fragmentation. What is fragmentation? Fragmentation is a process by which one individual divides into many individuals, one individual divides into many individuals, and each, that means many small, that is the individual divides into many fragments, and each fragment can develop into a new individual and leads, that is independent life, and that is called as the fragmentation. That is called as the fragmentation. Fragmentation is a process by which one individual divides into many small fragments, and each fragment develops into an individual, that is called as the fragmentation. And when it occurs in a regular phenomena and in spontaneous manner, then it is called as the fragmentation. But when it occurs accidentally by injurious case, at that times it is called as the regeneration. It is called as the regeneration. So the fragmentation and regeneration. Then after you come to the, that is next you come the regeneration. What is the, then it is the fragmentation, then you come to the, and it is, in case of the fragmentation, example is Hydra, Amoeba, etc. Then you come to the regeneration. Regeneration. What do you mean by the regeneration? Regeneration means the regain of the lost part. Regain of the lost part is called as the regeneration. That is when any part of the body is, that is, and the regeneration is of different types. The regeneration, that is the regain of the, that is the lost part, is called as the regeneration. And the regeneration are mainly two types. Another one is morpholexis, that is the regeneration is called as morpholexis, and another is called as epimorphosis. Epimorphosis. That is morpholexis. What do you mean by the morpholexis? Here, the whole body can be reformed from a small fragment. It is called as the morpholexis. That is, the whole body can be formed from a small fragment. That is in case of the amoeba. Example is amoeba, Hydra, etc. And another is where that is the replacement of the body parts, where the in epimorphosis, that is the replacement of the, that is the body organs takes place. The body organs takes place. And this is again of two types. One is reparative regeneration, another is that is called as the restorative regeneration. Reparative regeneration means, that is reparative regeneration means here that is something is repaired. This something is repaired. And in case of the, that is the another is called as the restorative. Restorative means that is where the total individual is formed from a small parts, that is a organ is developed later on, or after the breakdown, this organ can be reformed, like the tail of a house lizard. So this is, and the regeneration power is, in strict sense, the regeneration power is found in all the individuals. That is, whether it is a small individual or whether it is a man. So in case of ourselves, that is in our body, that is regeneration is also present, but in a slow rate. If that is the bone is fracturing or the muscle is that is destroying, again the muscle is reformed or the bone is jointed. So this is called as the regeneration. But in case of the higher animals, this regeneration helping in the reproduction, like the amoeba, Hydra, etc. Then another thing, another asexual type of reproduction is found, that is called as the vegetative vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction, or it is called as the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction. It is purely that is restricted to the plant, because where any vegetative body can produce into or can that is produce a whole organisms like the root, stem, bud, that is they can develop into a that is new individual. That is called as the vegetative, and these parts are called as the propagules. They are called as the propagules. These parts which are helping in this reproduction, they are called as the propagules. Then this is called, and these are the that is the type of asexual reproduction. Then you come to discuss. Then you come to discuss about the that is the totipotency capacity of certain lower animals. What is the totipotency? That is the totipotency, you know, that is the ability of the cell or ability of it, that is a part of the body, to form the total individual. That is called as the totipotency. Totipotency is the ability of the cell or the person to form a that is a new individual or to form the whole individual. That is called as the totipotency. That is, some totipotency cells are found in the animals, and it is very, totipotency is the word which is mainly that is used in case of the plant, but in animals that type of cells are also found, that is in case of the sponges, that is called as the archaeocyte. In sponges that is called as the archaeocytes. These cells are the totipotency cells, archaeocytes, which can develop, these archaeocytes develops into a that is full sponge. Then another in case of that is the coelentrates, that is in case of the coelentrates, that is called as the interstitial cells. Interstitial cells. And in case of the planaria, that is in case of the planaria, it is called as the neoblast cell. Neoblast cell. That is the totipotency cell found in the animals. They are of different types. One is the archaeocyte cell in case of the sponges, and the totipotency capacity of in the interstitial cells of the coelentrates. And in case of the planaria, it is called as the neoblast cell. If we that is accumulate certain amount of archaeocyte cell, then it can develop into a full that is the sponges. Similarly, from the interstitial cell, that is the coelentrates, full structure of the coelentrates animal develop, and from the neoblast cell, that is the planaria, can be reformed. So these are the that is the totipotency capacity of the totipotency capacity or the totipotency cells in the different individual sponges, coelentrates and planaria. Then you come to the, so this is that is in a brief account about the asexual reproduction. So in the nutshell, what is the reproduction? Reproduction is a process by which one individual produces more new individual of its own type, That means the reproduction, in the reproduction, the number increases and it is necessary to continue the race. Then it is different animals reproducing different types, in different method, but it is under main two categories. One is asexual, another is sexual. In asexual means no sex, there is no recognition of that is the necessary of the recognition of the sex, whether it is male or the female. Anyone can produces a new individual, that is called as asexual type of reproduction, where there is no need of any gamete cell, only the somatic cells are helping in the reproduction, only that is mitotic or amitotic type of cell division is occurring here, and there is no meiosis type of cell division, but and it is a rapid mode of reproduction like that. But in case of the sexual, that is two individuals are necessary and the gamete cells are mostly present, and that is meiosis type of cell division occurs mostly. And the asexual type of reproductions are various types. That is, one is binary fission, which is a common one, and among the animals, and the second is called as the multiple fission. Then the third is called as the budding, and the fourth is called as the fragmentation. Another is called as the regeneration, and that is called another is called as the vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction. So this is the asexual. In brief, it is a type, that is different types of asexual type of reproduction. Then you come to the sexual type of reproduction. That is, in case of the sexual type of reproduction, that is here the generally the two it is biparental. Biparental means that is the two individuals are necessary. That is, one must be a male and another must be a female. But in some cases, that is in exceptional cases, one individual also that is reproduces, and these individuals are that is hermaphrodite, like your earthworm. That is, they contain both male as well as the female reproductive organs. That is, they are bisexual. Bisexual means that is having the one individual that is which bears that is both male as well as the female reproductive organs. Then the meiotic type of cell division is the must here, and the gametes are participating in this type of reproduction. Then you come to the types of sexual reproduction. Mainly the sexual reproductions is of three types. One is the syngamy, that is, one is the syngamy, and another is the conjugation, and the another is called as the parthenogenesis. That is called as the parthenogenesis. Then that is, there are mainly three types, and other types are also present. Another is called as the automixis, etc. But you come to the main three categories. That is, one is the syngamy. What do you mean by the syngamy? Syngamy in this type of reproduction, that is the gamete, male gamete and the female gamete are completely and permanently fused to form the zygote. Fused to form the zygote, they are called as the syngamy. That is called as the syngamy. In case of syngamy, that is the gametes, that is the male gamete sperm and the female gamete ovum, they are completely and permanently fused to form the zygote. They are called as, this is called as the syngamy type of sexual reproduction. Another is the conjugation. In case of the conjugation, here the total individual, is behaving, here the whole body is behaving as the gamete, and they are, that is temporarily united. They are temporarily united to each other for the exchange of a nuclear material from the male, or for the exchange of a nuclear material, and after that they are again separated from each other, or they are separated, and these are called as the X-conjugant, and they are called as the X-conjugant. So this is the process is called as the conjugation. But conjugation is not actually a sexual reproduction, but the process which follows the same process like the union and the fusion of gamete. So it is otherwise, and though it is not exactly similar with this, that is the sexual reproduction, but the process is to some extent is similar. So it is under the reproduction. It is called as the conjugation. Then another is called as the parthenogenesis, and it is conjugation. It is found in ciliated protozoans like the paramecium, that is called as the conjugation. And the syngamy, it is found in all the higher animals like the frog, rabbit, man, etc. Then you come to the parthenogenesis. What is the meaning of parthenogenesis? Parthenogenesis has been derived from, that is the two words, that is Greek words, that is, it has been derived from two Greek words, that is Parthenos. Parthenos means, that is the virgin. Partheno means virgin, and genesis means, that is the synthesis. That is the virgin. Virgin means, virgin in case of the virgin means sati. That is, without marriage, the female is producing the child. That is called as the virgin. That is the parthenogenesis. Here, in case of the female, the egg or the ovum directly develops into the that is the individual without the fertilization. In parthenogenesis, that is the egg or the individual directly develops into the that is the individual without the fertilization, or the egg directly develops into the individual or the embryo without the fertilization. So it is called as the parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis is also that is the type of that is sexual reproduction, because it helps, or it forms, or it needs, or it occurs in the gamete cell. And another thing, that though the process is not similar, so it is called as the modified sexual reproduction. It is otherwise called as the modified sexual reproduction.